Hello. Okay, we're doing the thing. Just checking that this is showing up on Twitch. All right, we're doing it. Hello, my name is Megan Sullivan. I am a software developer / developer educator, and we stream now. I have done this in the past for jobs that I've worked at, but I wanted to give it a go on my own. So we're gonna see what happens. I've got a loose plan today. I wanted to do some learning in public, so I'm going to be working through the Astro tutorial. It's a technology that I've been hearing a lot about, and it seems pretty cool. And I wanted to give it a go. I've done this before, like maybe a year or more ago, but I didn't actually build anything with it. I just went through the tutorial, and so now we're gonna try and remember everything I've forgotten. Okay, let's share a screen. Is it working? Hooray! Okay, so let's go to astro.build. Oops, not the blog. Where am I going? Documentation, tutorial. Okay. Let me drop this link in the chat. Maybe. Can I not paste in here? Hold, please. Okay, there we go. Great, okay, building your first Astro blog. In this tutorial, you'll learn Astro's key features by building a fully functioning blog from zero to full launch. Awesome, we love it. Along the way, you'll set up your dev environment, create pages and posts, build with Astro components, query and work with local files, add interactivity, deploy your site. Great. You can view the final project on GitHub or StackBlitz. I don't know what StackBlitz is. Oh, cool. This is like a browser-based IDE, I guess. Let's see, what are we going to make? Okay, well, while this is thinking. If you would rather start exploring with a pre-built Astro site, you can visit astro.new and choose a starter template. What's your deal? Oh, cool. So this is Starlight I've seen before. This looks like a cool one for documentation or like learning courses, which is something that I love as a developer educator. But I've also been meaning to play around with that, but have not yet. So this will be fun. Let's see what we got. Okay, checklist. This is fun. So part of why I wanted to do this, like going through the official tutorial, is partially to learn Astro technology stuff, but I also thought it would be fun to look at from like an education perspective how this tutorial is structured, just to see, you know, what things they do well, so that if you're building your own tutorials, like what lessons could you take away from this? So I really like these little interactive bits and this tracker so that you can keep tabs on where, keep track of your progress as you go. Whoops. So that's fun. Let's see. Next. What do I need to know to get started? If you have some basic familiarity with HTML, Markdown, CSS, and a little JavaScript, okay. Check, 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 check. Then you're good to go. You should be able to complete the entire tutorial by just following the instructions. Great. You'll also need a GitHub. Cool. This is fun. I like this sort of like FAQ. It's like extra information, but hidden behind these drop downs so that you have access to the information if you need it. But then if you don't care about these things, you can like skip over it and just keep going. One thing that I know it's hard to do with tutorials is like overwhelming new people with a lot of information all at once. So this is a really cool way to add in some differentiation so that you can give everybody what they need. I guess a little self-promo while we're talking about that. I've got on my personal website a blog post that I wrote a while ago about documentation and just sort of my general thoughts on how you can build one set of user documentation that works well for all of your users, regardless of what level of experience they're coming in with. So here, I'll drop that in the chat for you all to play with if you're interested. But these collapsible sections are one of those things that I talk about in that, where it's helpful to hide things if you're not interested in it, but still provide the info if you're looking for that. Okay, so what is actually in this? How do I use the checklists? Okay, great. You check them off. Love it. Using the tracker is optional, but it can help you remember your place. Okay, great. If you're like me and you start 7 million tutorials and then forget where you left off. This data is only stored to your local storage, but not available elsewhere. It's nice that they tell you that, so that you know where your data is being sent or not sent. Okay, unit 1. Let's see, how is this structured? I guess these are the units, maybe? That's fun that it's 0 indexed. Okay, unit 1 is stuff as I already know how to do. You can use the lessons inside unit 1 to make sure you have the development tools and online accounts. Okay, great. So this is setup stuff. So a couple jobs ago, I used to work at Gatsby. I worked on the documentation there. And one of the things that they have in that tutorial is this idea of like part 0, where it's like helping people get set up with all of the prerequisites and just like getting their dev environment set up. Because a lot of tutorials jump straight into like building, which if you're new and you aren't familiar with how to get projects set up, like if you're a newer web developer, then you're immediately lost and you can't follow along because your stuff isn't working on your computer. So it's nice that they have this where they'll like help you get everything set up the way that you need it so that you can actually do the tutorial. If you create a new, okay. Well, let's not do this. Let's not skip ahead. Let's just do the thing. What if I need help? Okay, cool. They've got the Discord server. I don't know if I'm in that or not. We can check later. What do we do after this tutorial? After this, you'll have a functioning blog. Okay, great. And then they provide some ways to like expand it after. I wonder if they'll have this at the end too, so that once you get to the end, you're like, now what? Okay, cool. And then you can leave feedback on the Discord or in the GitHub. Fun. Check. Ready to build this thing. Okay, unit 1, setup. Now that we know what we're going to build, it's time to set up all the tools. Hooray. Okay, yeah, so it sounds like Stackbliss is an online IDE that you could use. I'm going to do it on my computer, though, just for fun. Okay, where am I going? You're going to create a new project that's stored online in GitHub and connected to Netlify. Okay. As you write code, you'll commit your changes to GitHub. Netlify will use files in your GitHub repository to build your website and then publish it to the internet. Okay, see, so this is what I'm talking about, where it's like, okay, if you're brand new to web development, they're making this a friendly, like, jargonless or like jargon minimal experience for you. Because you could have just stopped at this sentence, but then if you don't know what GitHub does or what Netlify does, then you're like, okay, that doesn't mean anything to me. So this is nice for adding extra context so that everybody can follow along. Every time you commit to GitHub, a notification will be sent to Netlify. Okay, great. I'm ready. Prepare your dev environment. Okay, cool. I love this little overview of our learning objectives. Like, what are we going to do in this lesson, I guess. Maybe these are the units and these are, well, we don't have a word for these yet. Steps, maybe? Whatever. Okay, get the dev tools you need. You'll need a terminal. Awesome. Okay, so let's open a terminal. Whoops, typing. Okay, this isn't gonna be big enough. Let's make you bigger. Whee! I guess let's move this over here. And let's move this over here. Okay, what are we doing? You can access the command line. Okay, cool. We did this. You'll also need to have Node installed. Let's see. What version of Node am I using? Whoop. That didn't do. Okay, 18. Ah, darn. Okay, version 18.17.1. Okay, install a node compatible node version. Oops, I should have opened this in a new tab. Oh man. It's like every time I have to remember how to use N. Let's see, is there a help command? Okay, great. N install version. Okay, great. That's straightforward. So let's go back over here. Can I just say latest? What will that do? Well, okay, let's get crazy. Let's just do n install 20. Is that gonna do anything? Sudo, oh, geez. Okay, so sudo n install 20. Secrets. Things are happening. Okay. Hopefully this is working. There's no error messages, so that's promising. Okay, great. Now what version am I using? Okay, cool. 20.16.0, 20.3. Okay, cool. So hopefully this will work, and I didn't bork anything, but we'll find out. Okay, additionally, you need a code editor. Great, let's open VS Code. Oh, this is fun. Okay, cool. So we've got like little knowledge checks. We love that. This is a little cute guy. Okay, which of the following is a code editor? Okay, so this is just like checking to see if you've been following along. Okay, code editor, VS Code, submit. Woo! That's satisfying. Okay, cool. An online version control provider. Okay, GitHub. Yay. I love these little animations. An application for running commands. Terminal. Yay. Okay, I can access the command line in a terminal. I have Node installed. I have VS Code. Let's open that. Okay, let's see. New window. It opened it over here, but I'll move it so you can see. Don't worry. I got you. Okay, let's stick this over here. Huzzah. Okay, things are happening. I have a VS Code. Resources, Free Code Camp. Oh, I love Free Code Camp. This is how I learned React at my first React job. Okay, cool. Create your first Astro project. Yay, we're all set up. Okay, so this is, let's see, where are we now? Unit 1. Oh, we're still in Unit 1. Okay, great. Okay, so now we're going to run the create Astro setup wizard to create a new Astro project. Start the Astro server in development mode. View a live preview of your website. Okay, cool. The preferred way to create a new Astro site is through create Astro setup wizard. We love a setup wizard in the command line of your terminal. Okay, let me figure out where I want to be. Let me open a terminal here. Let's see, where are we? Oh, okay. Let's go to documents. I think I have something in here called GitHub, maybe not. Personal projects. Oops. Okay, let's do npm create Astro at latest. Hopefully this is going to make a new directory in here, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Okay, need to install stuff. Sure, do it. Ah, cute little dude. Okay, welcome to Astro. Let's create a new project. Where should we create it? Okay, so what do I want to call this? Astro tutorial stream. How would you, I guess I should be reading this. When the prompt asks, where would you like to create a new project? Okay, cool, we just did that. You'll see a short list of starter templates. Use the arrow keys to select the empty template. Okay. Then press return. Do you plan to write TypeScript? Ooh. Okay, great. I don't know TypeScript. It's been on the list of things to do. I've used it once in a project briefly, but not enough to feel any sort of confidence with it. Okay. No worries. TypeScript is supported by default, but you can continue writing JavaScript instead. Great. Install dependencies. Yes. Would you like to initialize a new Git repo? Yes. Let's do it. This is fun. Little rainbow. There's a lot of like little whimsical things so far. All these little like colors and the little dude that talks to us. It's nice. Installing. The suspense. Hopefully this should only be slow this first time. Okay, let's see. What are we going to do next? Once this install wizard is complete, you no longer need this terminal. You can now open VS Code. Haha, joke's on you. I'm already in VS Code. Oh, and here's my dog. He's in a cone right now, but he's broken free of it. Are you being naughty? Are you being naughty? Are you being a good boy? Let's get you back in here. Look, look. How do we do this? Oops. Oh man, how many software developers does it take to put a plastic cone on a dog? Okay, there we go. Go lie down. Good boy. Can you see him? This is my dog Clifford. Here, let's switch back to the other camera so he can have his moment. This is Clifford. Say hi. You being a good boy? He doesn't love the cone, but, you know, tough. Huh. You make do. Okay. Man, these are still installing. That seems... Is it my internet, maybe? Yeah, let's switch back. It heard me. Okay. Oh, errors. Failed to install. That's weird. I wonder why. Okay, well, we can play around with that, I guess. Okay, so we're going to CD into Astro tutorial. Haha, here's the other time that I did it. Okay. And now I'm just going to reopen this code window. Oh, shoot. Is it going to open it in a new one? Annoying. I forget. I know that there's a way to... There's like some argument that you can pass into this that makes it reopen it in the same window. But I forget what it is. If anybody knows, let me know. I guess I can close this. I don't need this anymore. This old terminal window. Yeah. Okay, let's open the terminal again. Great. Let's close this. Cool, cool, cool. Where did we leave off? Okay, so we needed to npm install because that didn't work for whatever reason. I wonder why. I'm definitely on the internet. Hi! A friend! How's it going? We're hanging out some more. Okay, well that at least lets me know that it's not my internet. My internet is working. People are here. They're hanging out. But I don't know why npm install is not working. This is why you shouldn't. Astro is not being difficult. npm is being difficult. I don't know why. I did have to upgrade my Node version. I don't know if that broke everything. Hopefully not. It's going to be a very sad live stream if I can't do anything because nothing will install. But, you know, we're winging it. Let's see. I know, we're kind of blocked on this. What else can we do in the meantime? Oh, hooray! Okay, it did it. Okay, that other window told me to do stuff. Oh yeah. It looks like the npm install is working now, so I don't know why it was just having a slow day. It's Saturday. They knew. Okay, where did we leave off? We opened VS Code. We're in it. We're doing it. If this is your first time opening an Astro project, you should see a notification. Oops. Maybe I installed this extension already. Okay, well, this didn't happen, but it could be because I've done this tutorial in the past. Okay, click to see the recommended. Well, just for fun, let's see where this takes us. Okay, great. A VS Code extension. I'm assuming this is so that you get like syntax highlighting and stuff. Yeah, okay. Okay, autocomplete. We love it. Formatting. You love to see it, folks. Okay. Do I have that installed? Is this extensions? Astro. Okay, great. I already have it. Look at me. Doing the thing. Okay. Make sure the terminal is visible and you can see the command prompt. We got it. Keyboard shortcut. Nice. This is fun too that they add in these sort of developer, I guess developer experience, ease of use things. Love it. So you're learning Astro and you're learning other fun dev tricks. Okay, you can now use this terminal. Great. Run Astro in dev mode. Let's do it. npm run dev. Doing the thing. They're really making us work for it today. You can do it. I believe in you. Things. They're happening. Okay, great. Localhost. Let's click this. Whoa, whoa, whoa. So many tabs. Okay, cool. We've got a page. let's see. How am I going to do this? I'm trying to keep everything visible all at once. Let's move this down into this corner. We'll keep this. Whoops. Let's keep this up in this corner. We're really doing the most here. Okay. Run the command. Great, we just did this. View a preview of your website. Yay! Okay, cool. This is what it looks like. Good. Okay, while the server's running in dev mode, you can't run commands in your terminal window. I wonder if these are themed at all? Like the different icons and stuff. It seems like you could use some, because so far these ones seem to be more of like, okay, maybe you're like a new developer, so you can read these if you need the extra help, but then if you are more experienced, you can skip over them. I like segmenting the content this way because it makes it easier to scan. So that you don't have to just be bombarded by one giant wall of text. Okay, let's see. Okay, great. So we need to open a new terminal because this is running in that one. Ooh, why do I have 3? Did I click the button too many times? Silly Megan. Okay. Great. Checklist. We love a checklist. I can create a new project. I can start the dev server. We did it. Extra resources. Getting started with VS Code. This is fun. I wonder if this is like this telling you whether it's an internal or an external link. I wonder if they had to like manually add that into the markdown or if they have something fancy going on under the hood so that it knows. It knows if it's a local link or if it's going to take you to a different website. Maybe we'll find out. Write your first line of Astro. Okay, get ready. Make your first edit. Things are happening. In your code editor, navigate in the Explorer file pane to source, source, pages, index. Okay, great. And click on it to open it. Contents should look like this. It seems legit. Okay, edit the content of your page body. Okay, type in the editor to change the heading text. My Astro site. Whee! And save the change. Haha. I have my VS Code settings set up to autosave when I leave focus from the window. Because I always forget to save, and then I get confused as to why it didn't work. So I set up the computer so that I don't have to remember to do that. That's my favorite kind of automation. I don't worry about the AI robots taking my job, but I will let them do the sad manual tasks that I always forget to do. Okay, check the browser preview. Oh, it happened. I wasn't even paying attention. Okay, great. Congrats, we're now an Astro developer. I love this. The giving them a sense of identity of like, now you're one of us. You're like part of the group. That's awesome. The rest of this unit will set you up for success with version control. Okay, cool. I can make changes. I did it. I'm an Astro developer. I love that. That's really sweet. Ugh, go team. Okay. Store your repo online. Doing the GitHub things. Are we still in? So this whole, I guess this is the whole unit is all just like getting set up, getting deployed. Okay, and then we'll learn Astro specific things, I guess. Put your repo online. If you're already familiar with Git, haha, okay, great. Then skip ahead. Okay, so it seems like purple maybe is for the newer ones. This is my hypothesis, at least so far. Purple seems to be for newer developers. Blue is maybe for more advanced developers. I don't know. We'll see if that holds up. But you can see how like having these different categories of callout boxes makes it so that different kinds of users can use the same resource, but get a different experience out of it based on what they're looking for. But we're going to pretend we don't know these things. How to step away, how's it going? I've never actually done the tutorial. I just threw stuff at the wall. I think it's going pretty well so far. I'm going very slowly. I'm like talking a little bit about the, just from like an education perspective, also how it's going. But yeah, nothing's broken so far, which I guess is a good sign. Okay. Although there are a few ways to get your local code stored. Okay, great. Log into GitHub. I think I'm already logged in. GitHub.com. Cool. Make a new repo. Maybe I'll move this down here so I don't have to keep bouncing between tabs. Make a new repo. I wonder if I already have an Astro tutorial repo. We'll make another one. Astro tutorial. Haha. Yep, I already did that. Stream. You'll be presented with options. Okay. Don't have to change any defaults. We love it. Create repository. You'll get a bunch of setup steps, but you don't have to do any of them. I love it. I love being able to skip things. Okay. Commit your code to GitHub. Source control tab. Okay. I might go rogue. No. I'll follow the thing. Let's learn how to do something. I was going to go rogue and just do it through the command line because I already know how to do that. Oh, did it figure out why? I don't know why NPM wasn't working. It was simply dark magic. The robots decided to grant me access. They are benevolent overlords, and we thank them for their generosity. Okay. Source control tab. Let's learn how to use this. I guess we'll learn how to use the UI. We're being resilient, flexible. We're learning new things. Okay, see a list of files that have changed. Okay, many files, every file. If you see a message that you need to install Git, nope, we're good. Click the 3 dots above the commit message. Above the commit message. This says commit, this says message. These? Choose remote. Add remote. Oh boy. Select add remote from GitHub. Okay. Ah, man. You know, we're going to skip this because my phone is for 2-factor auth, and that's what I'm using as the camera. So I don't want to do this. Sorry, tutorial. We're going rogue. Push an existing repo. They made a repo for me, right? Yeah, okay. Well, let's see. Let's add this stuff. Do I have any commits yet? Git log. Nope, no commits. Okay, so let's add all this stuff. We're going rogue. Git commit. What did I do? Feat initial commit. Hooray. Someday we'll learn how to use this source control, but not today. All right. And then we copy this, and then we paste it here. Please make sure you have the correct... Oh, God, am I going to have to do this anyway? Could not read... Ooh. Remote host identification was changed. Oh, boy. It's been a while since I've made a new project on this computer, and it's showing... It's possible somebody's doing something nasty. How dare you call me out in this way? Someone could be eavesdropping. Oh, God. It's also possible that a host key has just been changed. Oh, boy. Some SSH fun, maybe? Let's see. What in here? Security? These are like the fun things you always have to set up one time at the beginning of a project. And then, well, let's see, maybe the tutorial tells me how to do it. Okay, initial commit, publish. User did not consent to login. Why? All right. It was only a matter of time before something went wrong. It's okay. We can figure it out. We can do it. Let's see. Somewhere there are settings. Let's see. Moderation? No. Whoop. Ah, man. Maybe I should not use my phone as a camera because that's going to make two-factor auth a tricky thing to do. Let's see, code security. Maybe let's Google this error. Add correct host key. GitHub. Oops, I guess I shouldn't have put my directory. Whatever. Has GitHub changed? When is this from? Oh, this is from a year ago. Gosh. Okay, but this does look like the same error. Can confirm we recently changed our host key. You receive a warning, which is expected for users that had our previous key verified. Okay, but tell me what to do about it. Fixed it by removing the key. Tell me what to do. And approximately blah, 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 blah. What happened? What you can do. If you see this message, then read onward. Okay, great. If you see the above message, you need to remove the old key. Okay. I don't know what this does, which does not make me feel great about just pasting it in here, but, you know, let's live on the wild side. Okay. Then you can manually add the following line. Oof. Oh, God. Okay. Maybe let's do this one instead, so I don't have to open Vim. Okay. What is this going to do? Okay, so we're requesting something. Oof. JQ. What does that do again? This is like editing. Okay, well, we're doing something, and then we're adding it into this known hosts file. Winston! Hi! Hello, how's it going? We're doing our best. We're trying to figure out how to do this GitHub hosts thing. Command not found. How dare you? Oh, it's because that's not what I wanted. Okay. Well, that maybe did something. Oh. You can verify that you are connected. Okay. Well, let's see. What was I even trying to do before this? I was trying to push. Whoops. Over here. We were trying to push. Okay, we already have a branch. So let's just do this last part. Oops. Wrong thing. Oh boy. Git push. I forget what the rest of it was. Have to set the upstream. Permission denied. Why? Why you do this to me? Ugh. Okay, do we need to set up a new SSH key? Permission denied. I am. I'm still in the bay doing the thing. I'm working at Workday now. I'm doing like developer education stuff. Witnessing the masterful troubleshooting. This is it. This is the magic. Okay, what kind of remote URL am I trying to push to? HTTP or SSH? I don't know. What did I say? Oh boy, how do I check this? Get remote? Nope. Get remote -v. Okay, let's see. This is SSH, right? Because it doesn't have the HTTPS. Do I need to make a new SSH key? Let's see. This is like not great stream things either, because I don't want to show you all my secrets. Although I guess if it's just you two watching, then I don't mind. You won't tell. Grumble, grumble, grumble. Okay. What could we do? What could we do? Known hosts. SSH. Generating a new SSH key. I know, that's what's weird, is that I have definitely done GitHub things on here since March 2023, or whenever that person said they started seeing this problem. When was this? Yeah, last March. Maybe I haven't made a new repo? I guess that's true. We could just keep going, and then I'll figure out the Git stuff later. We'll just pretend that it's on the internet. Okay. Let me add that to my list of things to do. Figure out why, what is this? GitHub SSH key is being wonky and not letting me push to the remote repo. Good thinking, EJ. Oh, great. Yeah, I've used the GitHub CLI for some stuff, but not for a while. So I don't know if I have it set up on this computer or not. Authenticating into everything. Okay, well, let's move this back down to the bottom. Come on, you can do it. There we go. Okay, we'll pretend that we did this. See your project on GitHub. We'll pretend. I guess I won't check this, and then I can come back later. Using git source control. Okay, deploy. Odds are we're not going to be able to do this either, but that's okay. We'll connect to Netlify. We'll come back and do this another time. Okay, I do have a Netlify account. Change your project name. Okay, great. So hypothetically, were we to finish this, we would have something on Netlify that we could then share with you all to see. Yeah, live demos. I feel like live demos made me much more humble. Just like as a developer, it's like I generally tend to be somebody who like wants to have everything all planned out ahead of time. If you can't tell by my like Obsidian checklist that I had in here of like before going live, do all these things. But you know, sometimes the computers, they have their own ideas and you just have to roll with it. How is life as a PM? Where are you a PM? Test your knowledge. You want to update the home page of your existing website. What steps would you take? We love this. Okay. Is this going to be one of those you do all of them or no? Okay, I should read. What are we trying to do? Update the homepage of your existing website. What steps do you take? Okay, we have an existing site, so we don't need to run create Astro. I change a setting in my Netlify app, then fork a new project. That doesn't seem right, because we are still trying to do the existing project. Make an edit to index.astro. Commit and push my changes. Netlify does the rest. Yay. Ugh, it's satisfying every time. Okay. Well, I won't check that one off, but I'll check this one off. I'm ready to get back to coding. Unit 2. Okay, now that we, well, a bold statement, this. But we can add pages and posts. Looking ahead. Okay, did we hit a new unit? Hooray! Great. In this unit, you will... Is this whole lesson just showing... I love that. Of like, here's your learning objectives. It's like, tell them what they're going to learn before you actually tell them in detail. We love context. Winston, currently at Walmart. Nice. Nice. That sounds awesome. How do you like it there? I'm at a point now where like I've done some smaller startups and then now I'm at a bigger company. And honestly, I think that I like the bigger company vibe. Just like I like structure. I like knowing what I'm going to be working on in the next like couple of months. Whereas startup life, I feel like it's exciting if you thrive on that sort of constant like changing of like working on the next cool new thing. But I don't know. I'm a little too boring for that, I think. Okay, looking ahead, in this unit, we're gonna create our first Astro pages. Great. Add a blog post with Markdown. Great. Style an individual page. Great. A little bit of everything. You love to see it. Apply global styles. Along the way, you'll learn how 2 sections of an Astro file work together. Okay, great. We're going to learn many things. I love it. I'm ready. Okay, create our first page. Okay, cool. We're going to make 2 new pages. Create a new Astro file. Okay, let's come back over here. In the Files pane, navigate to Source Pages. Okay, we've got our index file. Create a new file named about.astro. About.astro. Yeah, it is tough about like having the tutorial guiding people through deployment. On the other hand, it's not really relevant for learning how to use a framework. Especially if we're trying to court beginners like the language suggests. Yeah, it's like, it's all fun and games until something goes wrong. And then this like deployment configuration stuff, as we have seen, is like, what do I do? But that's okay. It would be nice if they had a note in there, much like EJ's note to me, of like, you can just keep going. And it's like, oh yeah, I forgot. I forgot we don't have to get completely blocked by this thing. Okay, create a new Astro file. Okay, we did this. Copy or retype the contents. Copy. We're not about to retype this. Who are we kidding? Copy paste. Tip. Does our pattern matching hold up? This purple tip, is this a beginner friendly tip? Your editor might show a solid white circle on the tab. What? Oh. How do I close this? This means that it's not saved. Haha. So it would show that it's talking about this. Oops. That circle up there. But I have it set up to autosave. So like if I shift my focus down here instead, it'll save it for me. The robots. They're taking our jobs. Okay, cool. So far this is holding up. Purple seems to be for beginners. Add /about to the end of your website's preview URL. Okay, so this is in the browser. Now we come back over here, /about. I guess it'll look the same because this page is the same. Yeah, it should look exactly the same as the first page, but we're going to change that. Awesome. Edit the HTML content to make this page about me. Ugh. To change or add more content, add more HTML tags. Okay, great. We're going rogue now. Let's get wild. Okay. Inside the body. Let's see. About Megan. We're doing it. H2. I guess I like this part, so I'll keep it. And my new Astro site. Let's see. What is this? This is a paragraph. This is a paragraph. Okay. Let's add a paragraph. Let's see. What should we say? Ooh, what are we talking about in the chat? Hot take. Tips should have text badges instead of relying on color. That is true. Oh, they do have these little icons, but I'm just sort of guessing at what these icons mean. I guess I haven't been looking at what these titles are either. It would be nice if this said like, tip for newcomers, or like, I never know what word to use. Like beginner sometimes sounds like, I don't know, if you've been a software developer for a long time, but you are new to Astro, beginner might rub you the wrong way. Although these do seem to be for like newer developers, these tips. So yeah, I'm a fan of using like the labels to help people self-select into whether or not they want to read this box. But they do also have these icons. I don't know, but this rocket ship to me does not inherently say noob, like newcomer. Let's see, what else we got going on? Oh, nice. Winston, how did you like working at Codecademy? I remember going through, I used to work at Girls Who Code doing like curriculum development for them, and we would like go through the Codecademy tutorials. Well, not we. I went through the Codecademy tutorials because I was like, oh, this is cool. Like, let's see what that is like, what their learning experience is like. And I remember liking it. This is where I need like a little thing so that I can put on the screen, like which chat message that I'm looking. Actually, haha. Ooh, I can do it. Come on. I'll do this. Haha. This little pin icon. An undergrad is one of their tech advisors. Yeah, it's hard when it's async because you have to like be prepared for all possible users, all possible like places where they could get confused. And so that's why I feel like these little things they can be really helpful tools to help like meet everybody's needs. Yeah, honestly, I feel like I'm the same way, where it's like, let's just start from the baseline and we can work up from there. Like if there are parts that I already know or like I'm familiar with from other things that I've learned, then it's like, all right, we can just sort of skip over that. But I like to know like which pieces of prior learning are going to be helpful for this context. Yeah, big mood, like beginner being a value judgment. It's like you need some kind of name for it, but I don't know what the best one is. I like newcomer because it's like you came from somewhere, you were doing something before, we don't know what it was, but you're new to this particular space. But again, like that doesn't really feel like it applies to these like new developer tips. Anyway, I've gotten sidetracked. What were we doing? We're adding stuff. Okay. We're going through the Astro tutorial. It's going well so far, except I broke my GitHub SSH keys. Oops. We'll fix that later. Okay, great. I have a paragraph. Add about, oh wait, how did I get back up here? Oops. Now visit your About page in your browser tab again. You should see your updated content. Okay, hooray. Add navigation links. To make it easier to preview all your pages, add HTML page navigation links before your H1. Okay, cool. Whee! Before my H1, inside the body. To both Astro and About. Okay. Let's see. Let's put this in a nav. Right? We like semantic HTML. Whoa, what's happening? href. Whoops. Home. Okay. href. Up. Oops. Spelling. About. Oh, guess we want a trailing slash here. Hooray. We did it. Yay. Whoops. Oh, whoops, I have to copy it into my other page too. Okay, okay. We'll put it here. Yay. Yeah, EJ, that's a good point about setting the context. Here, let me bring this back over here. Setting the context in the beginning, in that unit 0 where you're setting stuff up, because they did set context on a bunch of other stuff, so that feels like the perfect place to flip that, or to like slip that in. Oh, nice! I didn't know they had Codecademy certifications. That's cool. I feel like the community piece is huge. Like having a group of people, especially if it's something where you're learning alone a lot of the time, like if it's not like courses or cohorts, like it's just you self-learning, having a group where you can go and feel like you're part of a community is huge, and like just making people want to stick with it, or like if they get stuck they can ask for help. That sounds awesome. Okay. Note. Okay, see, so this one says note. This one says note. Blue says note. Blue eye. Blue eye says note. What was it? Purple rocket ship says tip? Yeah, purple rocket ship says tip. This feels like one of those memory games with the cards and you're like trying to match up what thing goes to what. Okay, so this one then maybe will be for a more advanced dev. Unlike many frameworks, Astro uses standard HTML elements. Okay, so maybe these notes are just more Astro-specific things, and then the tips are for different tools? Because this was like a VS Code tip. Yeah, I definitely feel like having context set would help know, just like prime the reader for what is going to be in these different kinds of boxes. Hello. Welcome. Okay. Try it for yourself. Ooh, is this like a... Oh, I love this. So now they have it where you're adding a third page, but they're not going to give us the steps immediately. Because I feel like this is also really big for like educational tutorials, because a lot of times it's like people will follow the tutorials, it tells them exactly what to do on every step, and then they get to the end and they're like, okay, now I don't know what to do because nobody's telling me what to do anymore. So I feel like adding in these little moments to practice, like it's practicing the same concepts that you've just learned, but in a new, like a slightly new context, it gives you a chance to see, like, did I actually understand what I was doing or not? And then it gives you the steps on how to do it as like an escape hatch to check your work. I love that. A teacher wrote this. You can tell. Okay. Add a third page, blog.astro. Let's do it. New file. Blog. Ah, come on. You can do it. Whoa. Maybe not. Blog.astro. Okay. Make a new page, which was copy paste the old page. Whee. Okay, and then we needed to add, well, here, let me update this stuff first. Title. I guess we didn't update the title on that other page, on our about page. Let's do that too. About me. Oh, I forgot Clifford was in here. He started snoring. I don't know if you guys could hear that. Okay, blog. And then we wanted to add another link to our navigation. Oh, Winston! Honestly, that was one of the highlights of the year. I don't know. That was great. I loved working with you. You did great. Oh my God. You're too nice. You made it easy. You were a joy to work with. And you're crushing it now. Look at you. Okay. Blog. I guess we need to change the contents of this. Blog. My super sweet blog. I don't need an H2, I guess. Something will go in here. Probably a list of some kind. Okay, great. We've got a blog page. We've got an about page. We've got a home page. Look at us. Show me the steps. Okay, we did that. We did that. We did that. I really like these code blocks too. The fact that they have these diffs so that you can see what stuff got added or removed. That's really nice. Because otherwise, especially if you get into longer, like more complicated tutorials, and then it's just like, here's this giant code block. It's impossible. It's not impossible, but like it's very difficult to look at that and be like, what changed about this? So this is huge. You should now have a website with 3 pages that all link to each other. We do. Update the page content. I already did this. Sneaky, sneaky. Okay. Cool. Preview your whole site. Every page correctly links to all 3 pages. Okay, we did that. Your 2 new pages each have their own descriptive heading. Did I change the title on? Okay, I did. Up here. Your 2 new pages each have their own paragraph text. Okay. Look at us doing the thing. Ha! Publish your changes to the web. No, we cannot. We'll do this later. I'm sure they will give me a check mark that I can not check. In VS Code, preview the files. Okay, well, we can commit. We can, you know, let's do what we can. Okay, git status. Git add. Let's see, what did I change? Ooh. This formatting is weird. Do I have extra white space or something? No? Oh, it's because I'm using tabs and not her. Okay, I had switched. Somebody told me at some point that tabs were better for accessibility because then people could like change it on their side to like render as however many spaces that they want it to render, but this is using spaces already. Let's see. Can I thought that there was a thing down here that would let me change it. Maybe because this is too skinny. Yeah, there we go. Tab size. Oh boy. Detect indentation from content. Let's do that. Is this still going to be... This is still going to be tabs, though. Oh, well. You know, sometimes we just let things go. Okay, let's commit this. What else do we have? Okay, and we'll add those two files. Okay, git commit. What did we do? Actually, I'm gonna add, just so I can remember. What part are we on? Unit 2. Wait, is this right? Or no, I'm in here. I'm in unit 2.1. 2.1. Okay, just so when I'm looking at this years from now, when I'm coming back to do this tutorial for a third time. Unit 2.2, what did we do? We add about and blog pages, add nav to index page. All right. Do I still keep in touch with other course producers, TAs? Some people from college, like people that I was friends with in college, I still keep up with that. I'm bad about keeping in touch with people. That's like one of the things I don't love about myself. I want to be better at that. Professors too. I haven't really talked to any of them. I don't know. I think part of it is just like, I just assume they're all doing their own thing. And I'm like, oh, I don't want to bother them. But then it's like, oh no, it would be nice to see how they're doing. EJ, have you ever used 11T? Here, let me pull this over here so that we can see what we're talking about. Have I ever used 11T? I haven't. Switched away because I can't deal with nunchucks. Is that the templating language that they use? Nice. Okay, well, so then EJ, so what do I do for, like, if something is already using spaces, I don't know, what would you do? Do you use whatever it's already using, or do you switch it? Do you switch the linter to be like, change all the spaces to tabs? That feels like chaotic good. We love that energy. How do I get this back over here? Come on, you can do it. Oh well, we're just gonna leave it. Oops, or maybe not, because now it's hidden. Come back. Make the linter do what you want. Yeah, that feels like the right move. Again, using the robots to do all the tedious tasks that we don't need to do. Oh, Winston, same. You can hit me up literally whenever. Okay, let's scooch this back over here. What are we doing? We just did a commit. And now, okay, great. Did a commit message, blah, 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 blah. Pretend that we deployed. I can create a new page. I can commit my changes. We'll be back for you. We'll come and get you later. Okay, make your first markdown blog post. We love it. Now that you have built pages, it's time to make some blog posts using Markdown. Make a new folder, make a new post, write some Markdown. Link your blog posts on your blog page. Yes, ma'am. Okay. Create a new directory, source, pages, posts. So inside of here, posts. Come on, you can do it. I believe in you. Posts. Look for this page in your browser. I wonder what this will do. There's nothing in here. There's nothing at posts. Whatever, posts 1. Is this gonna do something magic? Not found. Oops, reading. Reading is fundamental. I have to do this. Okay, new file. Post1.md. We love Markdown. I wonder if eventually they'll have us do MDX. I think that's a thing that Astro can do. So ultimately my end goal eventually is to move over my personal blog from Gatsby onto Astro, because it seems like they can do a lot of the same things, where it's like content focus, you can have MDX components. Not that I have a ton, but I do have some. I have a code block component that I made. Focus. Okay, what are we doing? Add a new posts folder. Okay, so now if we reload this, there should be something. I guess, what will it say if there's nothing in here? Maybe it'll just be blank. What's this? Ooh. This is fun. What do you do? Feedback. This goes to GitHub, it looks like. This goes to the docs. This goes to the Discord. This is fun. Featured integrations. Neat. What's this? Inspect. No islands detected. What's this? I feel like Jack Skellington. What's this? What's this? No accessibility or performance issues detected. Yeah, if you don't have any content on your page, you can't have any accessibility issues. Pro tip. Verbose logging. This is fun. I don't know what this is. Maybe they'll tell us later. But that's exciting. Okay, change the post to 2, which doesn't exist. Okay, great. We saw this before. Note the different output when previewing an empty page versus one that doesn't exist. Nice. We love troubleshooting tips. Write markdown content. Copy this. Copy or type. I'm not going to type all this. Who are we kidding? Okay, what do we have in here? Some front matter. Publish date. Let's change this. What's today? 24. Oh God, it's August. August 17th. Who let that happen? This is the first post of my new Astro blog. Great. Author. Megan Sullivan. Image. I don't know what that's going to be. Oh, I guess I do know what it's going to be. Astro logo on a dark background with a pink glow. Maybe that's this? Published on. This doesn't matter. I'm not gonna fuss with this. Okay. Okay, great. We've got a list in here. We've got some headings. Check your browser preview again at posts 1. Ah, man. Come on, girl. You can do it. Okay. Hooray! We've got some stuff. You should now see content on this page. It might not be formatted properly, but don't worry. Nice. Use your browser's dev tools. Okay. Inspect. Notice that although you have not typed any HTML elements, your markdown has been converted to HTML. Yes, that's why we love it. Yay. Ooh, it adds IDs and things. That's nice. Fun. Okay, great. Information at the top of the file inside the code fences, these little buddies, is called front matter. This data, including tags and a post image, is information about your post that Astro can use. It doesn't appear on the page automatically, but you'll access it later in the tutorial to enhance your site. Cool. Love that. A little foreshadowing. Something to look forward to. I'm catching up on the chat. Nunjucks is an ancient and powerful templating language. I want them to put that on my tombstone. Ancient and powerful. Hopefully. May we be so lucky to be ancient. Okay. Link to your first post with an anchor tag in Pages. Okay. Source Pages blog. Link to your first post. Okay, what are we doing? UL. Unordered list. href / posts. Post 1. See, here we don't care. Oh, no, we do have a trailing slash. I just can't read. That's my takeaway from this. Okay. Post 1. Now add in 2 more files, post 2 and post 3. That seems about right. New file, post 3. Here's some sample code, or you can create your own. If I create my own, we'll be here all day. Let's paste this. Wow. This is aspirational. I wrote and imported a small component from memory. There you go. After learning some Astro, I couldn't stop. I love it. Okay, post 3. When I worked at Gatsby, I put photos of Clifford into the tutorial. Those were the images that we would use. Because when you have complete control over what people are going to write, you might as well give them photos of your dog. Okay, add links to these new posts. Let's go back to the blog. Okay, let's give me 2 more of these. Post 2, post 3. All right, my first blog post. Ugh, this doesn't have a nav component. I want a nav component. It must be coming. It's gotta be coming. I've done a tutorial before. I know it's gotta be coming. Okay. Hooray! Yay. Oh, this one has no headings. That's fine. It's okay. It is low stakes. Check your browser preview and make sure that all of your links for post 1, post 2, and post 3 lead to a working page on your site. Okay. We check post 1, we check post 2, post 3. Oh, nice. See? Community. We love a community. If you find a mistake, check your links. See, I like these troubleshooting tips. Those are helpful. Test your knowledge. Content in a markdown file is converted to HTML. Woo! Checklist. I can create a new folder. I can create a new markdown. I can... Yes, we're good. We love some links. What are browser developer tools? Oh, see, that's nice. Cheat sheet. We love a cheat sheet. Okay, dynamic content. I wonder what this means. It's time to add some dynamic HTML. Like variables? Oh, I guess I should read this. Define your page title in the front matter and use it in your and use it in your HTML. Conditionally display HTML elements. Add some content about me. Any HTML file is valid Astro language. See, this is another thing, like one of the things that I heard about Astro early on that I was like, oh, that's really cool, is that they are focused on using a lot of like sensible defaults. They're like using HTML, CSS, JavaScript, like web standards instead of trying to recreate, what's the phrase? Like recreate the wheel from scratch or whatever. Like they're not trying to build their own version of like the link component, right? Like some frameworks will have their own link component that they'll use instead of an A tag, which like under the hood is probably still using an A tag with some fancy stuff. But Astro, they're like, just use this. This is HTML. You're writing HTML. So I think that is really cool. It's like learning how to do Astro things will also help you then when you're going to do other websites. EJ likes making pop culture references. Nice. The thing that I struggle with the pop culture references is, first of all, I'm not cool enough to know any pop culture references. It'll all be like musical theater or like Dungeons and Dragons. Like those are my pop culture, I guess. But then I tried. So I used to work at code.org. I was like an intern on their education team. And so it's like, you know, you're building sample projects and stuff. And I tried to put in, was it Hotline Bling? Like, I'm dating myself. But like, that's the thing is like, if you put in something that's pop culture, then somebody's got to go back and keep that up to date. Otherwise they just, I don't know, they look at that years from now and they're like, who wrote this? Like, what is this song? The youths. I can't keep up with the youths. Oh, a Pokemon Go API spec. That sounds like fun. Yeah, good stuff. Yeah, I also like the checklists to check your progress. Okay. What were we doing? Defining and using a variable. Open about.astro. Okay. Back over here. Should look like this. Okay, close enough. Add the following line of JavaScript in the front matter script. Between the code fences. Okay, so this is page title. This seems vaguely familiar. Okay. Replace both the static Astro title and about me heading in your HTML with the dynamic variable page title. Okay. Wait, am I on the wrong page? Oh no, I just changed this. I changed this when they weren't looking. Okay, so now we're gonna inject this. Okay, so this is feeling similar to JSX things. Feeling okay so far. Where did my header go? Oh, here. Page. Whoops. Page title. Refresh the live preview. Okay, let's go back to our about page. Your page text should look the same. Great. And your page title displays should now say about me instead of Astro. Okay, great. We defined and used a variable in the two sections of our Astro file. Fun. Use the same pattern to create a page title value to use in index and blog. Okay, great. See, so this is another example of like testing testing your knowledge to be like, did you retain anything that you just did? Which, as I say it out loud, did I retain anything? What was it? Const page title equals, what is this? Blog. How did we feel about semicolons? Were we doing them? Were we not doing them? We are doing them. This is another thing I would tell the linter to do for me, because I simply can't be bothered to remember which code bases want which thing. Okay, this one, and then this one. Okay, I'm going to change this back to my super, just to give us a little bit of flavor. All right, okay, so that's still working. Change it up here and up here. Oh, index, let's do index, page, whoops, const, page title equals Astro, I guess. Or here, what did they say? Oh, just home page. That's less exciting, but fine. Page title. Page title. All right, back to the home page. Wait a second. Oh, I don't have any other content. I was like, where did my other stuff go? There is no other stuff. Oh, going with references that are old enough to not have the recency problem. That's smart. So then is that pop? I mean, I guess pop is popular, right? So maybe that is still pop culture. Lots of Sherlock Holmes, some old movies. Nice. That's smart. Good thinking. Okay, takeaways. We love a takeaway. This is something that I like to put at the end of every lesson. Like when I'm building a tutorial, it'll be, it almost parallels your learning objectives at the top. It's like your learning objectives are like, what are we going to do? And then your takeaways are like, what are the like things that I should be remembering? Like, what's the point of all of this? Define variables in your Astro script using JavaScript or TypeScript expressions. Use these variables in your Astro template inside curly braces. Okay, great. Define them, use them. Love it. Write JavaScript expressions in Astro. More fancy stuff. Whoa. A whole thing. Okay, cool. Let's do some typing. Let's see, where was this? About? Source pages, about. Const identity. First name, Megan. Country, USA. Occupation. Let's go developer, educator at the moment. Whoops. Hobbies. Let's see. What do we like to do? We like to play video games. We like to do embroidery. We like to do dogs. Okay. This is a new object. Const skills. Oh boy. Let's go with HTML, CSS. Whoa. JavaScript. I could steal a lot of these. I won't put Astro because we're still learning. I wouldn't want anyone to ask me about this, but we'll say writing docs. We can do docs. Okay. Then add the following code to your HTML template below your content. Oh, this whole thing. Do they have a copy? Yes. About. Doo-doo-doo. Bye, Winston. Thanks for dropping in. It was lovely to have you. You're welcome anytime. Okay. Astro. What am I doing? Okay, adding this to my template below my existing content. All right, so that's down here. Paste. Woo, woo, woo. Let me close some of these things. They're getting too big. Dee-dee-dee. Being able to use, here, let me pull this over again. Wha! Being able to use JS syntax in Astro files is another reason I migrated. Oh, nice. I didn't know that the TCL website was an Astro site. That's cool. Nice. Yeah, it seems like familiar syntax, like coming from mostly doing React stuff. It's nice to be able to be like, yeah, we're going to just like shove some like JavaScript in these curly brackets. Dee-da-dee. Tab. My name is... Okay, cool. So now we're just saying, give me... We're doing like object notation to like pull off the values. Let me see. How do I turn on? Whoops, what did I just do? I'm getting all my shortcuts confused. Let's see. I'm trying to... There we go. What did I want to do? Toggle word wrap. Okay, a few facts about me. Okay, so we're pulling these values off of this identity object that we made up in the front matter. What's this? If we have more than 2 hobbies, okay, then they pull off these hobbies, just the first 2 of them. My skills are, and then maps over them all. And then outputs. Nice. Is this JSX? I get confused of like what syntax things come from what thing. I feel like this is JSX where you can use like HTML elements in your JavaScript. Don't quote me. Okay, cool. We've copied this. Takeaways. Writing an Astro template is very much like writing HTML, but you can include JavaScript expressions within it. Sweet. Astro front matter script contains only JavaScript. Okay. You can use all modern JavaScript logical operators, expressions, and functions in either section of your Astro file, but curly braces are necessary only in the HTML template body. Okay, because I guess down here these curly braces are like, hey, now we're not in HTML land, now we're in JavaScript land. So you need those down here, but then everything up here, they just know this is JavaScript land. Or that's what I'm going to tell myself. Okay, an Astro file's front matter is written in JavaScript. Submit. Yay. Which is different from the Markdown. The Markdown file's front matter is in YAML. So that could be potentially confusing down the line, but we can remember that for now. In addition to HTML, Astro syntax allows you to include JavaScript, logical operators, expressions, and functions. Submit. When do you need to write your JavaScript inside curly braces? When you're not sure whether it's correct. Girl. That's all of web dev. Is this going to work? Maybe. Maybe not. When inside the HTML template, between the code fences, in the HTML template. Hooray. Conditionally render elements. You can also use your script variables to choose whether or not to render individual elements of your body. Add the following lines to your front matter script to define variables. Okay, so this seems like more of the same, where we are... Oh, let me just copy this. Is it going to copy the pluses? Doesn't seem like it. Hooray! So smart. Okay, the following lines below your existing paragraphs. Okay, so this is just proving to us that we can, in fact, use the JavaScript logical, what are they? Logical operators in here. Let's reload this about page. Yay! Okay, cool. If goal equals 3. Okay, this is interesting. So here you can see happy was true, which is why this gets rendered. But then this one, finished, was false, which is why this does not get rendered. I finished the tutorial. And then this goal was equal to 3. Or was it? Yeah, goal was equal to 3, which is why it chooses this branch of the ternary. My goal is to finish this in 3 days. All right, crunch time now. Oh, EJ, are you talking about the single select checkboxes in the tutorial? Like the ones in those green boxes? Wherever they are? Or these ones? What is this? Let's look. Sneaky, sneaky. Oh, God. Yeah. Come on. You can do it. These ones. Yeah, I know that they have some check marks. It looks like these ones are in fact radio buttons, but let's find one of those check boxes. Let's see. Green, green, green. These ones, maybe? Hiya. It looks like these ones are checkboxes. Hey. Let's see. Where were we? I gotta focus. Okay. Astro's template syntax is similar to JSX. Oh, okay, there we go. If you're ever wondering how to use your script in HTML, searching for how it's done in JSX is probably a good starting point. Love it. Analyze the pattern. Ooh. Given the following Astro script, for each template expression, can you predict the HTML, if any, that will be sent to the browser? Click to reveal if you're right. This is so fun. We love this. A little bit of Retrieval practice. Okay, operating system. So this should say Linux. Yeah. Student. And okay, so this shouldn't render anything because student is false. Haha. Look at us. Quantity +8. Oh God, math. 11? I have 11 pairs of boots. Wow. I wish I had 11 pairs of boots. Operating system equals Mac OS. It does not. Okay, so it will say, I am not using a Mac. But I am using a Mac. That would be wild if this was like dynamic, if they could figure out what operating system you were using, and then they changed it based on whether or not you were in fact using a Mac. That'd be wild. Okay, checklist. What does this link go to? Oh, I guess you can link directly to the checklist. That's fun. Can you do that with all the headings? Oh, I guess you can. Nice. I can define values. I can conditionally render stuff. Hooray! Styling. Let's see. How far are we? Okay, maybe we'll go to the end of this one, and then we'll come back another day to do the other ones. Okay, so styling and then, oh, more styling. Great. Let's do it. Now that you have an about page with content, it's time to style it. Style an individual page. Okay, using Astro's own style tags. Astro's own. I wonder what that means. Because isn't this just HTML? You just have a style tag. You just put stuff in it. Adding attributes and directives to these tags gives you even more ways to style. Okay, back to the about page. Let's go up here. Where's the title? Okay, so we're doing a style. Oh, it's not happy. I feel like other times it has done the autocomplete for the closing tag. I don't know why it didn't do it that time. H1 color, purple, font size 4 rem. Okay, so what is this going to do? This is going to make our H1 big and purple. Check all 3 pages of your browser preview. Which color of the page? Well, this should only affect the about page, right? So this should change. Yeah, but then all the other pages should still be small. Yeah, okay. That makes sense. This should be black. This should be purple. And this should be black. And this should be about. Hooray! If you're unable to determine colors visually, you can use the dev tools. Yeah, I wonder how else could you have done that? I mean, I guess you could add like text decoration. Is that how you do that? Text decoration. Italics? Am I confusing my CSS tags? Ooh. What you doing, Clifford? Are you looking for a ball? Go lie down. I don't know what you did with it. You gotta go find it. Go find the ball. And he's off. Okay. Well, I guess we don't have to add this. This is a tangent. Yeah, and this clearly does not what I thought that it was going to do. Okay, if you are unable, yeah, we just read that. He did bring a ball. Look at you. What a good boy. You're so smart. Okay, add the class name skill to the generated li elements on your about page. What? Oh, we're making a new class. Okay, find the skills. And we're saying we want to style our skills. So we're adding a new skill class to all of these. Okay, great. And then we'll add some styles probably. Where did you go? Okay, so dot skill, and then this is going to be color green, font weight bold. Okay, let's see. So these are green and bold now. Hooray. Use your first CSS variable. The Astro style tag can also reference any variables from your front matter script. Whoa. Okay, this I don't recognize. Learning, okay. Can reference any variables from your front matter script using the define vars directive. You can define variables within your code fence and then use them as CSS variables in your style tag. Okay, maybe we'll see. We'll see what this means. Okay, skill color, const skill color equals navy. Update your style tag to define and then use. Okay, so there's two parts. I guess this one should be highlighted, right? If we're doing our little diff thing, they should have this also highlighted, no? Or maybe this is highlighted, I guess. It's just not a different color, which makes it a little hard to see. Okay, what am I looking for? Style. Skill. Okay, so we had to add this thing. I've not seen this before, this define vars thing. Is this a CSS thing or is this an Astro thing? Define vars, excuse me. Okay. And then this color, we're going to change it to, leave me alone. Var skill color. Check your about page in the browser preview. You should see that the skills are now navy blue. Nice. It's kind of hard to tell the difference between navy blue and black, but that's okay. Try it yourself. Define CSS variables. Update the style tag on your about page so that it matches this one. Okay. I guess it's not really trying it myself if I'm just copying it, but oh, I guess this part I'm trying myself. The variables. I have to set the variables. So I'm copy pasting the style tag. Here you go. And then, okay, cool. It's telling me I don't have these defined. So I have to initialize those. Okay, that makes sense. All right, all right. Const, what did I call it? Font weight equals bold. Const text case equals, is this, I don't know, all caps? I don't actually know what the CSS values are for those off the top of my head. I guess we'll find out. Okay, so it wasn't whatever I just wrote. Let's see. Let's grab one of these. Oof, tiny windows. Okay, so I want to see for the li in this skill class. Ugh, come on. Come on, you can do it. Okay. Text case, this is not working. What are my options for this? Oh, whoops, I'm changing the variables. That's not what I want. I want to be playing with this. I want to see text transform. What are my options? There we go. What did we say? Uppercase? Okay. Okay. All right, great. So that worked. Yay, CSS. All right, let's make this small again. Okay. Show me the code. Cool, this is what we did. Checklist, I can add CSS styles to an individual page. I can use variables. Great. CSS variables in Astro. I wonder if it will tell us whether this define vars thing is an Astro thing or a CSS thing. I guess we could do a Google. Oops, define vars. Oh, here, directives reference to look more about define vars. Okay, so maybe this is an Astro thing. Can pass server-side variables from your component front matter into a script or style tag. Okay, fun. Okay, so we're doing it for styles, but it looks like you can also do it for scripts. That's fun. Cool. I'm not gonna look too much deeper at that, but it sounds like it's an Astro thing. Okay, site-wide styling. Is this the last? Okay, cool. We'll do this one and then we'll wrap it up for the day. Now that you have a styled about page, it's time to add some global styles for the rest of your site. Add a global style sheet. You've seen that the Astro style tag is scoped by default, meaning it only affects the elements in its own file. Okay. There are a few ways to define styles globally, but in this tutorial you will create and import a global.css file into each page. Okay. This combination of style sheet and style tag give you the ability to control some styles site-wide and to apply some specific styles exactly where you want them. Okay, great. So let's see. Create a new file of the location source styles. Okay, so we need to make a new directory. So it's a file in source styles. I don't know why it keeps doing this. Let me type. New file. Source styles global.css. Okay, let me just check this. Yeah. Source styles global CSS. Copy this code into here. Okay, so what do we got? Background color on the body, setting the max width, making everything use border box, and then changing the font size and the margins for our heading. Okay, cool. In about.astro, add the following import statement to your front matter. Okay, So now we're going to import this. I guess I should have been making commits along the way, but oh well, I forgot. Import styles, whoops, global.css. Okay. Whoa, things, they're happening. Okay, fun. All right, so it looks like we got some styles from the global one, and then it still lets us apply our own styles to just this page with our style tag. So that's fun. You should now see the new styles applied. Okay, great. Import this into every page of your site. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. Well, actually, not in the markdown ones. I wonder how that would work. Like, how do I apply styles to the markdown pages? I guess we could try it. We could just try pasting this in here. I think it's gonna get mad, but yeah, it doesn't look happy. But who knows? Maybe they did something slick under the hood. Who's to say? Post one. You gonna be mad? Yeah, it's gonna be mad. Okay, so not every page of my site. Unless posts don't count as pages. Maybe we're getting bogged down in the semantics. But that's okay. We're learning. So you can't put you can't put JavaScript into the markdown files, which I guess makes sense because they're not Astro files. They don't know what to do about that. Okay, make any changes or additions that you want to the content of your About page by adding HTML elements to the page template, either statically or dynamically. So now we're talking about the contents again. Write any additional JavaScript in your front matter script to provide you with values. So I guess they're just saying, like, make any other changes that you want and then commit it before moving on. Okay, is this the end? Okay, great. So let's commit before we forget. Git status. Oh no, we did so many things. Let's see, where did I leave off? Unit 2.1. What is this? Oh, I guess this isn't so bad. Okay. Git commit feat unit 2.5. Whoops. Gosh, what did we do? Right, markdown files, add dynamic content to about page, and then add page specific and site-wide styles. Whoops. Whoops, you have to add the things, girl. Okay. So this was our dynamic stuff. This was our styles. This was HTML for our dynamic stuff, or I guess the JSX for our dynamic stuff. Let's add this, let's add this, let's add this. Let's add this. Just add it all. Okay, and then I guess we'll add these other files too. Okay, now let's go back and commit this stuff. Hooray! And we can't push it because our Git stuff is still broken. But that's okay. We can do this at least. Analyze the pattern. Your About page is now styled using both the imported global.css and a style tag. Okay, are styles from both methods being applied? Yes, this is what we talked about earlier. Are there any conflicting styles? Let's see, probably. Seems a waste if there aren't. Probably H1. The font size, maybe? We changed the font size in here to be something bigger. Yeah, 4 rem, so let's see. My guess is that it would take the page-specific ones, like that it would apply the global styles first and then apply the page-specific styles after that. Seems silly to go the other way. Let's see, font size, 16 pixels. Yeah, that's 4 rem. Yeah, you can see here, this one got crossed out, and then it came from this one in the page. Okay, cool. So it uses the page-specific ones. Yeah. Describe how global CSS and style work together. Hang on, we'll be done in a second. Clifford is getting anxious. It's not time. It's not dinner yet. You can eat later. And there he goes. Okay, describe how global CSS and style work together. So we did this. So the global styles get applied first, and then the style, the page-specific style tags, or what do you call them? The page-specific styles get applied afterwards to like override the global stuff. When conflicting styles, yeah, local styles should overwrite any global styles. Hooray. How would you choose whether to declare a style in a global CSS file or a style tag? I guess if you want it to be on multiple pages or just on one page. If you want it on multiple pages, it would go in global. And if you want it on one page, it would go in the style tag. Yeah, site-wide versus a single Astro file. Look at us, we did it! Okay, I can add global styles. Yay! Why is this not checked off all the way? Did I forget to check something here? Oh, it was probably something about deploying. Oops. Okay, cool. But we did it! Look at us, learning Astro. Okay, so takeaways from this. We can have an Astro file, a .astro file. It'll create a separate page for every file that we have in this pages directory. Our Astro files can have JavaScript up in the top, and then they can have HTML in the bottom, and you can also inject JavaScript expressions in the HTML section. Hooray! We learned. Thanks for hanging out. It was fun to learn stuff, to chat with you all. We'll do this again soon. This went well, I think, even in spite of all of our GitHub issues. I'll see if I can figure those out after this, but oops, uncheck that. But yeah, I'll see you all next time. Bye.